Hey, welcome back. For the first time, we are issuing a first alert weather day for South Central for tomorrow, and that is because of the snow. The next big impacts to hit the region starting mid-morning tomorrow. Snow is likely here across South Central, heaviest snow, and that's going to be in Turning and Pass. And that's one thing I really want you to be prepared for. If you have any traveling you're doing between Anchorage and the Kenai Peninsula, this will be one of the snowiest commutes that we've seen so far this season. The storm is this area of low pressure that's pushing in from the south. First, bringing some rain into southeast. Already seeing some rain showers showing up in Prince William Sound, and some snow beginning to move into the interior from the outer bands here of this storm. Some light snow. In fact, as you look at University Avenue, it's looking pretty wintry here in Fairbanks tonight. Light accumulating snow. Another inch is likely for you there in town as we head into tomorrow morning. Current temperature sitting at 17 degrees out the Fairbanks Airport. That moisture again just showing up in Prince William Sound, slowly making its way to the west, and it is going to be tomorrow that we see that moisture extending across the rest of the region. So first, I just want to show you how much moisture this storm is bringing in. If temperatures were all above freezing, this is what we're looking at: about 1/3 of an inch of that liquid precipitation here in Anchorage, more than 2.5 inches in Whittier, and more than an inch in Seward. So that's just to show you it is a wet storm. So it has enough to again spread across most of the region, much less as you head further north into the valley. Now here is a look at temperatures, high temperatures for tomorrow afternoon, right when this storm is pushing through. And I really want to zoom in here and show you the contrast from Anchorage out to the Whittier area. So in Anchorage, I'm forecasting a high temperature of 30 degrees. Plenty cold enough to keep this as snow for the entire duration of the storm. Girdwood, however, is going to start out below freezing, climb above, and then back below freezing overnight. So you are going to see a transition to a wintry mix, more rain mixing in the heat of the day. Whittier likely starting just at that freezing mark and then climbing all the way back into the 40s. And so that is why, even though it is much wetter along the coast and Whittier and Seward as well, it's also much warmer. And so with this storm, which is pretty much always the case here in South Central, it just really depends on where you are in terms of how much precipitation you're going to see. So here's a look at those snowfall totals based on the temperatures and the amount of moisture we're going to get. If you are in Anchorage, Soldotna, Kenai, even Homer, I want you to be prepared for 1 to 4 inches of snow. If you're on the south side of Anchorage, you're going to be closer to that moisture source, and so you're going to see a bit more than that. If you're in Wasilla, Palmer, especially north into Willow, Talkeetna, you are going to see less because, again, not much of the moisture is going to reach your area. Again, Whittier, Seward, it is just going to be a sloppy mixed bag for you there tomorrow afternoon. So again, looking at the timing of this pushes into the Anchorage Bowl mid-morning. Same story for the valley, and then it makes its way down the western side of the Kenai Peninsula. Most of that heavier snow will wrap up late in the evening, about 10 o'clock in Anchorage, even sooner up into the valley. But we still have the back edge of the storm to come through, and so that will bring us a chance for a few more scattered snow showers once we get into midday on Friday. So overnight tonight, it stays cold, it stays dry. Temperatures dropping into those mid-20s, but we start to see chances for some light snow mid-morning. Snow comes to an end in Fairbanks and the Slope, staying quiet down the west coast and holding on to those rain showers tomorrow in southeast. But a closer look at that South Central forecast. Again, be prepared for that heavier snow for the western side of the Kenai Peninsula. Rain snow mix on the east side, light snow as you head into the valley. And for Anchorage, again, we'll see up to 4 inches of snow in town, a bit more on the south side or for the Anchorage hillside. Light snow lingers there into Friday. And then once we get into the weekend, we're in the clear. Temperatures a little bit warmer Friday and Saturday, but then right back into the low 30s as we head into early next week and consistently staying in the mid-20s overnight. So John in Augusta, again, we have that first alert weather day. Just to let you know, be prepared for that snow tomorrow.
It's coming.
All right.
Thank you, Melissa.